It's time now for some real education. Born Lisa Rosenbaum in 1905, Ayn Rand was a Russian-American writer and a philosopher. She's known for The Fountainhead and Atlas Shrugged, two novels that helped her develop a philosophical system she named Objectivism. Later, she wrote nonfiction to promote her philosophy until her death in 1982.
Ayn Rand is one of the, this is Tyranny Week on the Dr. Duke Show. This is the week that all the power in the country goes to self-serving, greedy, and Democrats bent on changing this country forever in a very bad way. And so what we're doing is we're reading a number of dystopian novels, or clips from dystopian works. Dystopia, again, is a work that talks about what happens when the social engineering of socialists falls to pieces, right? When human beings think they can create a perfect world here with more regulation, more concentration camps, more thought patrol. What happens when it doesn't work? Perhaps the only dystopian novel that you've heard of in the 20th century, written by an actual person who might be considered right-wing, is those written by Ayn Rand. And I'm talking primarily about Atlas Shrugged and The Fountainhead. And so here is a great quote. It's a little long, but we're going to go through it quickly, about what she says here happens under this almost entirely progressive dystopic new universe that we find ourselves in. She says, quote, "The man who refuses to judge, who neither agrees nor disagrees, who declares that there are no absolutes and believes that he escapes responsibility," and by the way, that is absolutely the philosophy of the left. No moral relativity, right? That man who refuses to judge, who neither agrees nor disagrees, who declares that there are no absolutes and believes that he escapes responsibility, that is the man responsible for all the blood that is now spilled in the world. Reality is an absolute. Existence is an absolute. A speck of dust is an absolute, and so is a human life, abortion mongers. Whether you live or die is an absolute. Whether you have a piece of bread or not is an absolute. Whether you eat your bread or see it vanish into the looter's stomach, that's an absolute. There are two sides to every issue. One side is right and the other is wrong, but the middle is always evil. The man in the middle is the knave who blanks out the truth in order to pretend that no choice or values exist, who is willing to sit out the course of any battle, willing to cash in on the blood of the innocent or crawl on his belly to the guilty, who dispenses justice by condemning both the robber and the robbed to jail. Why is it when I read this brilliant insight on wishy-washy human nature that I think of rhino Republicans? I'm talking to you, Pierre Delecto Mitt Romneys of the world.